Here we can see my throw from the Diamond League in Paris last year, 2017. The throw was 88.74, and yeah, I try to tell you how I throw. So at first I start a bit to find a rhythm with my short steps really close to my mark before I start with my run-up. Yeah, then I start my run-up with 7 steps, and after the 7 steps I keep my arm straight and try to have a good position with my throwing arm, with my right arm, so that my elbow is near the same height as my shoulder, because it's really important that I finally can get my whole punch into the throw with my chest and with my shoulder. So after the 7 steps, after I have my arm straight, I began with my main rhythm. So it's like 1, 2, and 3 crossovers. Yeah, and then it's, I think my my weapon is, as I said, my chest and my shoulder. So I land on my on my right foot, right leg, and then it's pushing against the left, and at the same time my upper body is pushing forward against my left leg, and then I'm in the position that I can fire the gun, that I can go really hard with my chest and with my shoulder into the direction. Yeah, and then it's like that I'm falling down. It's I think it's because of my good left block, and also because I'm going really, or I have a really long distance with my throwing arm, who is going forward. And maybe the throw was not perfect here in Paris. At the end my arm was a little bit too low, so I can't get the whole pressure into my chest and into my shoulder. And maybe also the left side is, or my left block with my left arm is like a little bit too late. So I lost maybe 5 to 10 centimeters of a longer way. The block is like when the left leg is finally on the ground, and it's the block we said for our whole left. If you throw with your right arm, it's the whole left system. So the left leg, also the hip, the left hip, left side, and also the left arm and the left shoulder. You want to break your speed, and you're doing this with your left side, or with the left block. And how better the block is, more power gets into the javelin, and also into the chest and shoulder. So Doha was a little bit different as in Paris. I mean, Doha was my first competition last year, so I was not that fast in my run-up. I have to say that the conditions in Doha last year were really good, so we had really good backwind. But it's like the same in Paris. The run-up, then I keep my arm straight, hold my arm until my last crossover, and then the block. Left block, left leg. Also maybe my arm was a little bit too low, my throwing arm, the right arm, so the elbow is not in the best position to get all the pressure in my chest and in my shoulder. But I really get the power straight. So I had a good block, and then the power goes more straight, and I think that's why, and because of the wind, that's why it was a little bit further than the throw in Paris. Yeah, the angles depends on the wind normally. So I'm a thrower who has a higher tip. I think it's about 37 degrees normally. So when we have backwind, it's a really good thing to have a higher angle. But when you have the headwind, you need to throw a little bit with a lower angle.